So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is another hot and humid day here in western Pennsylvania. This afternoon we're going to take a ride in the side-by-side. We're going to look at a few projects that I want to get finished before winter. Try to get a few things prioritized and maybe even work on a few of those this afternoon. I should be working inside this building right now, doing some framing, but it is just so darn hot in there, and it'll probably stay that way until the temperature drops some, or I get the ceiling done and some insulation up in there. Now, one thing that I need to do is finish putting all the stone along this bank here. I do need to get another load. I'll get that first of the week. I'm not real concerned about this though, because I can actually do this in the rain or right after it rains. That's not really a big deal. Next up, we will head down and check up on the pond. I haven't been down here in a while, and last week one night we got about 2 inches of rain. I don't know if you can see that. There's a couple turkeys down there. I see 3 or 4 of them. But anyway, we got 2 inches or maybe even a little bit more than that of rain in less than 2 hours. So I'm going to see how the pond held up and how that grass is doing that I planted down there a couple weeks ago. Even though it's just the end of August, you can kind of see the underbrush is starting to thin out. It won't be long now. All right, this grass that I planted here, it's coming in really nice. But yeah, it looks like the pond survived the big rain the other night, no problem at all. The standpipe, it is opened up. You know, water's flowing through it, no problem at all. But I still need to put a pipe through the dam here at some point before winter. Yeah, I think what I'll do is probably build my own head wall, and when we pour the little firewood pad up there, I mentioned the other day I'm going to do a firewood bin up there by where we cut wood, but whenever we pour that, I'd like to have a form ready and pour kind of like my own little head wall for like a 15-inch pipe, put it somewhere in here. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put it, and then I can raise the standpipe over there about 1.5 feet, and that will actually turn into the emergency spillway, if that makes sense. So I'll have 2 different ways for the water to get out. The way I see it, this pipe I have over here, I'll hold it about an inch or 2 lower than the top of the standpipe after I raise it. So most of the water will come through here. Real heavy rain, if something would plug up or something, it would then go in the standpipe. I think that's the plan here. But over there on the other side there, I see something growing at the bottom of that oak tree there. We'll go check it out. I actually thought that was chicken of the woods, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, is that chicken of the woods or not? Tell you what, before we continue on, I've got a fishing pole in the back of the Sidekick. We'll see if we can't get any bites here real quick. I just have a rubber worm on there, but we do still have some bass in here. I know we do. Not like we used to. The blue herrings kind of put a hurting on them, but we'll see what happens. All right, first cast. Got a little bite there. Probably just a bluegill on that one though. Alright, I didn't land any fish. I got probably a dozen bites. I think they're mostly bluegill hitting on this rubber worm here. I think I could bring Grandson Ty down here though with just a hook and a worm and a bobber, and he should be able to bring some bluegill in. So we'll do that the next couple days. But anyway, we better continue on. So something else I'd like to get done before fall. If you remember, about, I don't know when it was, a month ago or so, I came down here and I started this new trail here with the excavator. You won't believe this. Wow. It's already blocked. So I'd come down here and I got probably, I don't know, 250 feet of trail done. And when I was here, I mentioned that I have several dead white oaks here. 1, 2, this was number 3 right here. It hit the ground already. Already blocked the trail. That's probably 15, 16 inches in diameter. It's probably solid. I'm able to get a nice saw log out of that one. But yeah, it doesn't take long. But anyway, I got this trail down to there, and I'd like to continue it on through those woods there. I got to cross one little stream, and then I can tie into that trail that takes you up the old apple orchard. But there's another dead white oak down over there. I don't know what's getting them. Deader than a doornail. I was trying to figure out which tree this limb came off of, but here, it's that little tree right there. Broke the whole top off. All the red oaks in here, they seem to be doing just fine, but the white oaks, not so much. Well, I think the butt log's pretty solid. From here on up, not so much. But at least I got it cut. So I'm down here with the excavator. I'll be able to move this stuff out of the way. Probably carry a log out with me. Alright, we're going to head back up to the house now. And I will show you what else I need to get done before the weather turns. Also need to finish getting this spot ready right here. It's pretty close right now. I need to get this on grade, and I'll probably hit it with that plate compactor. And this is where we're going to put the firewood bin. So we'll pour a 24 by 24 pad, set those big concrete block on it. And the inside dimensions will be 18 by 18, 4-foot high sides, you know, 3-sided, and should work out great. I can dump the wood from the conveyor right into it, load right off the concrete with the firewood bucket for the bulk firewood. But this is something I definitely want to get up and running here before it starts cooling down and it gets into firewood cutting season. But I got a lot of orders just this past week that I'll start to deliver some wood. So we sell about 20 cords of wood a year. Now most of that is to people that just burn in their fire ring on their patio. Although I do have several customers that, you know, have fireplaces or inserts, things like that. And those are the orders that are starting to come in right now. But next year, I'd definitely like to turn it up a notch. We don't do any advertising at all. It's all just word of mouth. But around here where we live, I think I could easily sell at least 50 cord a year. So I'm loving your new Bronco.
Yeah, thanks, Ford. Sharing a car with a 16-year-old.
She had to borrow Levi's Explorer because I was using the truck, Eva was in the Jeep, and Melissa's using Levi's Explorer here for a bit.
Don't worry, Ford. I'll have a review for you.
That's a pretty good runner, though, that Explorer.
Getting out of it, the hand, I'll show you too.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird, the handle?
Yeah, it is.
It's right here.
Yeah.
And I am constantly in it going, how do I get out of here? Oh, it's
what year is this, do you know?
Maybe a 6.
Yeah, Levi and Kate, they have a new Subaru, but then this is like his work car. I think it's about 12 years old or something, but it runs good.
Yeah, it does.
And our kids use our cars long enough. It's nice to be able to borrow theirs once in a while.
I know, I might even wash it for them.
How's it going, Archie?
It's always going good with Archie.
So it's now Sunday afternoon. I started this video yesterday and had a little camera trouble and things just didn't work out, which is why we didn't upload this morning like we normally do. But I'm kind of preparing for the rain a little bit.
Yeah. It even was, when I got home from church, it was dark and you could hear thunder off in the distance, but then it cleared up.
Yeah, it was pouring down rain just out the road a little bit ago.
Yeah.
And then I can hear thunder off in the distance, and then that hurricane. I feel bad for those people down in Louisiana. I think they're going to get pounded. So hopefully everybody makes it through that okay.
Buckle up. Well, and if you think of it, go out and get make sure your car has fuel and fill up your gas cans.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They're talking about, they shut down a lot of refineries and stuff. So fuel prices, who knows what will happen.
Yeah,
but
if you're thinking of it, it's always good to be prepared.
So I had the Wolfe Ridge down below. I just had it covered up with a tarp. But I don't think I'm going to be using it for a few weeks. Probably not until we get the pad poured for the firewood bin. So I just wanted to bring it up here, get it cleaned up real quick. We'll put it inside the building. Can't wait, though, to get that bin set up. The conveyor. We'll be cruising. While I'm thinking of it, I want to show you a very nice feature of the Wolfe Ridge that probably isn't often discussed. And that is how well it's balanced. This is a heavy machine. Now I am on smooth concrete, keep in mind. But it's balanced very, very nicely. It's like effortless. Now I haven't brought the excavator in the new building yet. I know the concrete's fine, but I'm just going to give it a few more days. But also last night I did get this all cleaned up again. Got her all washed up, greased, fueled up. Just a great feeling whenever it's all ready to go. You know what I mean? You got a full tank of fuel, don't have to worry about a thing, and you can just take off. I love that feeling. So to kind of give you an idea of what to expect on our channel over the next couple weeks, I need to finish that wall over there, need to finish the pond, I need to finish that trail down there, need to get the firewood bin built, and I need to do some framing inside this building right here. That's the plan. So I know when it's like 90 degrees and humid like it is right now, you're not really thinking about winter, but I'm telling you, it's coming quick. Like this week, for example, the remnants of that hurricane will be up here. This week will probably be a washout starting on Wednesday. And, you know, a week after that, you're in the middle of September, October, anything can happen after that. So I'm going to try to kind of prioritize what I need to get done and work my way closer to the building here so the weather really won't affect what I'm doing. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys got to finish up before winter. And good luck to all you guys getting hit with this hurricane. And like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.